Hey viewers, I'm Q.
I'm Vic.
Welcome to You Got Issues TV.
Her husband, like most men, has taken on a lover. She found out where.
Pause. Like most men?
Like a lot of men, yeah. I
Okay.
refuse to retract that.
But if my understanding that women actually cheat better than men.
Well, women do cheat better than men.
So don't say most men.
Okay, no, still. I maintain what I said, most men.
Okay, let's get to the story.
Okay, anyway.
She coming out here today. She coming the fuck out here today. Y'all ain't going no motherfucking way. Oh, lying ass motherfucker. Cause she was out there sucking your dick. And it was on the phone, bitch. Where your phone at? Where your phone at, dumb bitch? Where you phone? I ain't going no motherfucking way.
Well, she mad. You can tell. She want her to woman up today. This is pretty good. What is he about to do with this truck? Damn, she going in her driveway. Oh man, this is good. I just wanted to cut my grass. See it?
Anyway, so she found out about his lover, went over to her house, and caused a scene in the street. Started banging on her door.
Like most women would do.
Okay, but you know what? A lot of women would do that. A lot of people would do that. And again, everybody has their own perspective on whether or not her behavior was appropriate. So if you are emotionally vested with someone that's going to cheat on you, then of course, it's going to kind of rub you the wrong way. So you're not going to be in the best of moods. She did not break out any windows. She didn't pull up her plants. She didn't drive the truck through, her
there's a truck?
Hosta garden or into the house.
Okay.
So yeah, she just parked the truck in the driveway.
But like most women, she got out of the vehicle. She found her man over his girlfriend's house. Mm-hmm. Unlike a lady, instead of saying, okay, well, this is where he is. This where the bitch live, huh? Instead of doing that, what she did was she got out of her car in the middle of the street and began to yell and curse at the top of her lungs on a residential neighborhood on a quiet residential street. She confronted her man, got aggressive with her man, as wrong as he may have been. We don't know the backstory. He could have found out that she was cheating and said, okay, you know what, I'm going to do it the quiet way, and went ahead and did his own thing. But we're just going to stick with the story. She got out, she was aggressive with him, yelling at the top of her lungs like most hood rats would. Wanted to confront the woman that was in the house, but the lady, and I quote, lady that was in the house stayed in the house.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she
Who's she?
were a lady,
Who is she?
this fictitious lady you're referring to,
Who?
she,
The woman that was in the house?
She would
The
not
woman
have
that was
been,
in the house?
Yeah, in the house. She would not have been screwing somebody else's husband to start with. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
it's easy for all of us to sit back and say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, how I would have behaved. But again, we can be objective because we're not involved in it. So I am going to give her credit for not driving the car into the house.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
going to give her
that's not
credit
bad.
for not breaking out the windows. I'm going to
Really?
give her credit for not assaulting her cheating ass husband that
Okay.
was right there.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, she was vocal. But that's all she was. She was present and she was vocal, and this is her husband. This is not her boyfriend, and so she was
was dumb.
entitled to.
She was a chicken head. She was
she's
ignorant.
only
She
dumb.
was. She was.
She's
She was
only
the
dumb
stereotypical
if she chooses
female.
to stay with him after he
Really?
has cheated on her.
Really?
So now
Really?
that makes her
Why's the pencil
dumb.
in my face?
Okay,
Why's the pencil in my
that
face?
makes her dumb.
Why's
Yeah,
the pencil in my face?
yeah. Okay. So again, like I said, everybody's opinion is subjective. So again, I don't think I would have done that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say she's wrong for being emotionally distraught.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my style.
No, it's not a style. It's not in style.
No,
It's
and,
not-
and let me correct you on something else. That does not make her a hood rat, okay? That give me my pencil back. That give me my pencil. That doesn't make her a hood rat, okay?
It does make her a hood rat.
No, it does not.
The bottom line to it is this. You cannot control a woman's vagina. You cannot control a man's penis.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to do what they want to do with whoever they want to do it. The bottom line to it is you have to be able to say, I believe in me. That's it.
Well, you know what? No, because
When the situation, hold up, not done. When the situation, you can't choose carefully.
You choose your mate.
You
Yes,
can't
you can.
choose
Yes,
carefully
you can. Yes, you
because
can.
most people
Yes,
put
you
their
can.
representative on,
Yeah.
and once putting
and
their
I
representative
agree
on,
with you, but
you find out who the
there
true
are
person
always
is.
signs.
You find out who the true person is as the relationship goes on. Now, once you find out who the true person is, then you make your decision whether or not what you want to do is going to be feasible for your situation. I.e., she found out that her man was cheating. She didn't have to cause a spectacle like driving her vehicle onto someone's personal and private
but
property
she didn't have to
and
go
yelling
quietly
and screaming
either. No,
and
she didn't have to
yelling
go
and
quietly
screaming
either. She didn't
and
hurt
yelling
her.
and
She
screaming.
didn't hurt him. But let me tell you something. A real woman.
Real woman.
Okay, a real woman,
Mhm.
a lady, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
She doesn't want anybody else's man. She
Okay.
wants her own man. She's not going to do that. Okay?
Right.
So don't get
Right.
women,
So basically, what you're
ladies,
saying is,
little girls.
so what you're saying. So what was she? Which one
Which
was
one?
she? The young lady that was driving her car and tried to confront the woman in the house.
She was an emotionally devastated wife. She wasn't a girlfriend. She was a wife.
She was a chicken head.
No, she was a wife.
Would you
okay?
do it?
No, I
Why
wouldn't
not?
do it. But
Why not?
because that's just not me.
Because you're a woman.
No, that's not my style. But just because I may not behave in this particular manner doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to condemn someone else. Now, if she had done a few other things, then I probably would have said, okay, you know what, she went a little overboard. Okay, but who do you know that maintains emotional control when they're upset? So like I said, my negativity toward this woman only comes in if she stayed with him.
To wrap this little segment up, my official thoughts are this. She found out that her man was cheating. She went over there to confirm that yes, in fact, his car was parked out in front of her home. I could even condone her just sitting there waiting on the man and the woman to come out the house and not saying anything, just making eye contact with him just to let him know I got you. And then pulling off. But the whole parking in the middle of the street, getting out, yelling at the top of her
Okay.
lungs, and going as far
And I
as
disagree.
to approach this man, trying to walk into this woman's
I
home,
disagree.
is ridiculous, is ludicrous,
I disagree.
is childish,
she
is
did
ignorant.
not try to walk into her home. She knocked on the door. But you know what? Let's just say she did it your way.
What
and
would have
she
happened
just
if this
sat
young lady
there-
would have come
She
outside?
just sat there and stalked them on the street. Oh, God only knows what would have happened then, because somebody was going to be a whooped ass.
But the bottom line
so no,
to it is,
like
the
I
person.
said, she was present.
Mhm.
She made her presence known.
Uh-huh.
She was upset. She
Okay.
had every right to be upset. That was her husband.
Okay.
Now, hopefully, he's no longer
Mhm.
her husband,
Mhm.
but she stayed within bounds. She
Well,
did.
this is a question that I have for you. Maybe you viewers can chime in on it easily. Just send us a quick email, get your opinion. Why is it that it seems like it's mostly black women, our women, that are on YouTube and all over the internet showing their ass
Oh no!
when it comes
No,
down to
no,
this
no,
sort of
no,
thing?
No. Hookers, whores, thoughts, skanks, whatever you want to call women, okay? Come in all different races, colors,
They do.
shades,
They do.
sizes.
I
okay?
agree with
so we're not going to make this a black woman thing.
I'm not
this,
trying
thi-
to.
This, if you want to say a woman thing, all right, all you have to do is put in white women being ratchet on YouTube. Asian women being ratchet on YouTube, gay women being ratchet on YouTube. Okay, so don't try to make it stereotypical of black women.
Okay. I said, why is it that black women seem to act this way on YouTube with these sort of videos?
Okay,
Now,
no, there are a
there
lot
are
of women.
a mil-
there
Vic,
are a lot
Vic,
of women
Vic,
on
Vic, Vic,
YouTube.
Vic, there,
Okay, relevant to these videos.
Vic,
So let's
Vic.
not make it a race thing.
let me ask you a question then.
By all means.
How
Mhm.
could this situation have been done better?
Well, once she found out her husband had cheated, I mean, everybody's not me. I would have put on my walking shoes and walked. That would have been the end of it. But again, that's my style. Okay, it's not me. I'm not going to bang on somebody's door or cost them at their house so that I can get my ass whooped. First of all, why would I get my ass whooped over a man that's not worth it? If he were worth it,
Okay.
he would not have cheated on me. If he loved me,
Okay.
he would not have cheated on
Okay.
me. And at that moment, that's
But
when I
going back-
realized I
but-
had a little boy and not a man.
But going back to what we just said,
Mhm. She
there's
should
several
walk.
other ways. So the person that has issues in this whole video
They both
was the
had
young
issues.
lady. No, because
No,
obviously
they
the
both
gentleman,
have
the
issues.
gentleman got in his vehicle. He tried to stop the young lady from going off.
Wait a minute.
He got in
First
his
of
video
all,
in vehicle and he drove off.
Yes, he did. You know what? So you leave your wife there,
Because
and you leave
you're
your
acting
lover in the
fool.
house. So you have caused this problem. Okay, you've caused this problem,
Mhm.
and so you're gonna leave both them there. You're gonna leave your wife there. You're gonna leave your lover there,
Mhm.
so they can just fight it out. Whatever the case may be, you don't care. I guess you'll find out about it later. Huh?
No.
Okay, so you
No.
think he doesn't have issues?
No.
He created this problem. And you know what? Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. The lover may not have known he was married because, granted, more likely than not, she did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, but let me just give her the benefit of the doubt. She may not have known he was married, so I really can't say too much about her. If she did, then back to what I said, she's not a lady. She's just a whore. But no, he created this problem, and like a lot of men, okay, they just up and leave, and you leave women to resolve these issues. But then men wonder why women no longer respect them, because most women, truth be told, are more man than the men that they're with.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think a lot of women have the attitudes that they have now because, first of all, you have men want to run everything. Ain't taking care of shit. Nothing. Okay, so she's taking care of the mortgage, the rent, she's buying the food, she got to cook it, she has to clean the house, you know, she has to take care of the children, she has to do everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I want to stop you right there. This is the year 2015. I want you to show me a handful of women that are doing every single thing that you just said.
What do you mean a handful of women? There are a lot of women.
I-
And wait a
I
minute,
think
wait a minute,
that- I
wait a minute.
think that-
We're not
no,
talking
let
about,
me
no,
finish.
no. We're not talking about celebrity status. people who can afford nannies and maids and all that. We're not talking about them. Okay, and we're not talking about welfare recipients. Now, welfare recipients that are defrauding the government, who actually get a check and work, I can't hate on them. I'm talking about working class women.
Okay.
Working class women are not in the limelight.
Working
They're
class
not.
women
There
are
a
too
lot of
busy.
women.
Working class women
They're
are too busy.
working.
Working class women
maintaining,
are too
and
busy.
taking care
Just
of
like
some
Vic
of
just
these
said.
trifling men.
Working class women are too busy being working class women to really focus in on being a girlfriend, a wife.
But you know what?
Most of them even a mother.
If men would be men, okay, and get some of this shit up off their backs, then maybe they could focus on being what God intended for them to be. A partner to a man. But a woman can no longer be a partner
to a man?
No, a woman can
No.
no longer be a partner to a man.
Mhm.
Okay,
Why?
she got
How's
to
that?
be his mama,
Uh-huh.
his wife,
Uh-huh.
his girlfriend, his caretaker, his babysitter, his teacher. And once a woman has to assume all of those roles and all of their responsibility, the respect is gone out the window. Okay, now.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute, and I'll be the first to say, I think men and women are equal in some regard, but I'm a firm believer that men have a certain role, women have a certain role. And I'll tell you, when shit hits the fan, no woman wants to be with a man that's looking at her talking about what we gonna do, baby. Okay, but I tell you what, that trifling ass man in that video, I can tell you right now, I can most assure you, that's exactly the type of little boy he is. And so we've kind of gotten off track here, okay? We've gotten off track, but okay.
I can tell you exactly the kind of man that he is.
Why was he cheating on his wife? Do you condone that?
No, I don't. But I will say this though. Nobody can actually value or devalue a relationship but the people that are in it.
Agree.
This man cheated. We know that's factual. But we don't know why he cheated.
True.
We can only judge off of the situation that took place. Now, this man could have cheated because he just wanted to cheat. He could have met the young lady at the mall, the grocery store, strip club, wherever. Got into a relationship. But the bottom line to it is why this brother and this sister are having such a problem with their relationship. It could be, hey, he doesn't have a job, he's lacking on the bills, so forth and so on, and she's nag, always on his back, and he needs some relief.
Okay, but understand this.
Let me finish.
No, because I'm going to stop you right there. He's a man. Okay, so again, in today's society, and this is the society that we have created. So the days of old where women could be housewives, okay, that's gone. All right, let's be realistic.
No, it's not.
It takes
It's
2,
not.
3 incomes.
It's not.
It does. It takes 2
And
or
most
3
women-
incomes.
most
But wait a
women-
minute,
hold on for a
he
minute,
shouldn't
hold
be
on for a
lacking.
minute.
I don't care if he has
Most
to have
women-
3 jobs.
let me just say this
to
real
take
quick.
care of his family.
You know what ended up happening during affirmative action? Affirmative action gave women an opportunity to have these jobs that competed with men, gave them the money that men make. But once they grabbed that income, that responsibility, they started to hate it. Because now a lot of the weight is on you. But most women don't want that weight. Most women, let me finish, Vic. Most women nowadays really want to be housewives.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
But they don't want to do what a housewife does.
Okay.
Most women want to be able to have the luxury of having a very wealthy man and a man that's going to absolutely take care of them, absolutely take care of everything that they want so they can go out and shop and do whatever it is that they want to do.
Okay.
They just don't want to work.
But let me go ahead and clarify what I just agreed to. Now, I did agree that, and I'm not going to say most, I'm just going to say a lot of women would like to be housewives. Now, you have some women never had a job, never thought about getting a job, and ain't never going to get one.
Yeah, and I have a partner
So,
of mine
I'm
right now.
not-
Excuse me for a minute. And I have a partner of mine right now that married a woman like that. And not only is he paying child support for 3 children, but he's also paying alimony, taking all of
but
his
you know
money
what,
every month that he makes,
that's another
which is a
form.
bad situation.
So
But
let's
okay, go
not
ahead.
go into that right
Go
now.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, but the women that I'm referring to, first of all, me personally, I don't believe that any United States citizen, and I can only talk about United States citizens, should have to work beyond the age of 60. So the women that I'm referring to, I'm talking about women who have already worked between 20 and 30 years. So they retire from one job, and you know, they're still happily married, but guess what? Because of the economy and the society that we have created, she's retired from one job, and now she has to go and get another one. So no, I'm referring to those women wanting to be housewives. They have contributed to society. They
Well,
have.
any woman that's been married or that's worked that long, if she's not married, she has some serious, severe issues. If she's
No,
been
she's
working,
not.
yes, she does.
Why? Because she doesn't want to get married?
If you have a woman that's been working for 30 years, that's going to put her at, let's say she started working at the age of 15. She's 45. If she's not settled in a serious long-term relationship by the age of 45, there's some issues there that we are
I'm
not
talking
prepared
about
to discuss.
her economic status.
Usually a woman that's 45 years old and has been working for 30 plus years has a seriously secure position somewhere. And of
Not
course,
true. Not true.
every woman,
Not true.
every woman that I know of, and I can only speak about myself, you guys are a little different. You can call in, you can email us and let us know
That's
the
not
difference.
true.
Most women, I'll say, that have been on their job for 25 to 30 years, like I say, give them an additional 15 years, make them at least 45 years old. If you're 45 years old, you've been on your job for a sufficient enough time.
Okay.
So if you've been on your job for that long, obviously, like most people who've been on their job for 25 years, you're a little tired of working at this one place. So you're ready to retire, but that's not the topic of conversation. The topic of conversation is why this woman,
housewives.
no, the topic of conversation was
You said
this
most
young
women
lady.
wanted to be housewives, so
Yeah, I did.
you opened that door.
I did. I know I didn't. You actually did.
You opened that door.
Most
But
women-
furthermore,
most women-
because of the trifling men, because of men, you know, they always talk about, oh, I want to have a family. I want to have 12 kids. I want to do this, that, or the other. But you want to leave your mama and your grandmama and your wife to hold it down. And that's what women have been doing. Statistics show that that's what women are doing.
You know why women are doing that? Because historically, statistically, men have always been the breadwinners. So you can't be constantly at the home if you're constantly trying to go out there and effectively and efficiently bring money into your household.
We have gotten completely off topic.
Yes, we have.
But you are talking about men of old. I'm talking about today's men. Don't get me wrong. There are some very, very good, hard-working men. And, you know, I have to say, today, there are more men raising their children because there's some women that just ain't shit and ain't never gonna be shit.
And
so
this young lady that we're speaking of would be one of them.
Due. But I still have to say that a lot of the problems that we are experiencing, and I'm not going to say in the black family, I'm just going to say as a family unit, is due to
ratchet women.
The trifling attitude of today's man. Today's man, he needs somebody to take care of him. All they do is whine. I need this. I need that. You shouldn't be asking your mama for anything, your wife for anything. If you need something and you don't have enough money, go wash some cars, okay? Go cut somebody's grass. Go learn to cut somebody's hair. Get a hustle. I don't give a damn what you do, okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your mama and your grandmama. It shouldn't be the other way around.
Yeah, and you know what? After that man goes out there and get his hustle on. He goes and goes and wash a couple of cars, works at McDonald's, does whatever. In addition to his job, he works himself to death. Then he has to worry about, well, what are we going to eat? Because, you know, my new age wife, she doesn't know how to cook. So we're going to go home, and he not only has to worry about that, but then, and my new age wife, all my new age wife wants to do is sit up and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hold on for a minute.
But you married her.
Under false pretenses of that representative.
But wait, first of all,
hold up.
Let me
and then he gets in the bed with his wife, who does not cook a dime. Doesn't cook at all, but then turn around and all she does is watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, who also don't do a damn thing.
Why would you
But
know?
then he gets in bed with
But how
her,
would you know
and he
that?
can't even get that stress reliever because his wife now is too riled up from watching some bullshit
wait a
on
minute. Let
television.
me say
So
this.
only thing this man has to do is look forward to coming home, going to work, getting up, going to work, coming home to nothing.
No,
and going to
first
sleep.
of all, but this is who you married, okay? This is who you married.
No,
If your
you
wife
married
can't
the
cook-
representative.
If your wife can't
You
cook,
married the
you should
representative.
have had her cook for you, okay? Before you married it. Now,
Cooking
personally,
a meal is
I
different
can't
from
speak
cooking many
on
meals.
The Real Housewives or of anything, because I've never seen any of those shows.
Mhm.
Not to say there's anything wrong with it.
Mhm.
Again, it's just not my style. It's not what I'm into. But a lot of women.
Viewers, won't you take a minute to think about why she's laughing? Anyway, we're gonna end this with this. In this segment, we're gonna give this thumbs up or thumbs down. Does she have issues or does she not have
No,
issues?
they both have issues.
So we're gonna give a thumbs
We're
up,
gonna split the difference.
thumbs up.
We're gonna split the
You
difference.
got issues. This is Q, and this is Vic. You got issues TV. Have a good one.